to participate in an internship program through a nonprofit based in Chicago, Interfaith Worker Justice. I was placed at a workers' rights center in Madison, Wisconsin, and quickly learned that many worker issues were connected to the issues of immigration. Wage theft and many different types of worker exploitation were prevalent among the hundreds of workers who sought guidance from the Workers' Rights Center, and many of the workers were also immigrants. I learned that undocumented workers have the same rights as all of us when it comes to being paid for work done and for working in conditions that abide by the law. Language and culture barriers, stereotypes, assumptions, and not knowing workers' rights all accounted for the various types of exploitation that walk through the office door each day. Undocumented workers are especially vulnerable to exploitation. Threats of deportation made by employers are very common. Each worker who came through the door was only seeking direction, support, or resources that would amend the stolen wages that resulted in a family being evicted from a home, or a hardworking roofer forced to eat and sleep another night at a shelter after weeks of hard work and never seeing a penny of it. It didn't take long for me to ask why so many people were coming to the United States only to face such horrible exploitation and marginalization. I soon learned of the economic desperation, often a result of U.S. intervention in the home countries of many immigrants. That desperation drives many people to sacrifice everything to be able to feed their children and have a chance for a better life, a chance that didn't come along often, and a better life that was only relatively better than their life in their home country. Furthermore, the decision to come to the United States often also results in a very painful separation from loved ones and children who are forced to stay at home. In July, I joined about 80 people organized by the Workers' Rights Center and thousands of others in Postville, Iowa, the site of one of the largest ICE raids ever. We heard the stories of several people treated inhumanely by not only the 900 agents who raided the largest kosher food plant in the United States, but also by their employer, agri-processors. I saw on the faces of those sharing their stories the pain of separation from their families and the constant stress of living in the shadows. I was deeply moved by the young children in front of me at the rally, chanting to bring back their parents who disappeared while the children were in school. I could not believe this was happening in the sleepy town of Postville, Iowa, with a population of less than 2,000. I've spent significant time in Iowa, and this was not something that I had ever thought would happen so close to home. During this experience, I decided I must do something. As my professor of Catholic social teaching at Creighton, Dr. Tom Kelly, says, I cannot not do something about this horrific injustice happening so near to my home. While teaching workers their rights, filing wage claims and discrimination complaints are great steps in the right direction, it is not enough. Immigration is a very complex issue and requires the efforts of many people addressing each angle. For me, it comes down to justice. Justice is not doling out charity, but rather giving back to people what has been stolen from them, the right to a dignified life. As fellow human beings, immigrants deserve to be treated with the same respect and dignity that we all demand, and have access to opportunities and resources that are things many of us take for granted. Since I've been back at Creighton University in Omaha, I've been searching for a way to stay engaged in this issue and to engage my own community in Omaha. In South Omaha, there's a very large population of immigrants. One of my mentors at Creighton, Maria Teresa Gaston, who works in the Center for Service and Justice, invited me to attend a Faithful Citizenship Conference that our Archdiocese held in October. There, I met a man named Sergio, a Guatemalan immigrant, and Julio, a Mexican immigrant, who told me some of the incredible tragedies in workplaces such as meatpacking, construction, and roofing in my hometown of Omaha. When I met Sergio and Julio, they had been organizing workers in Omaha for nearly 10 years. They were beginning to develop a new vision for a community-based worker center in South Omaha. The idea behind the Worker Center is not only to teach worker rights and file complaints, but to develop and train leaders from the working community so that they can collectively bargain and be heard with one voice speaking to powerful and wealthy employers who have so long exploited these workers. It draws on the concept of subsidiarity, an important aspect of Catholic social teaching that calls on people to not do for others what they can do for themselves, but rather to help provide access to the resources needed. Last month, a group of community members from several organizations around Omaha came together and approved bylaws and articles of incorporation for a new worker center, the Heartland Worker Center. One of our current projects works to organize day laborers in the community who are multiplying as the economy worsens. Our goals are ambitious, but we hope to make a difference in the fight for dignity of all people, especially immigrants and low-wage workers. I hope to be a small piece of a link in that chain that we all must be a part of in order to achieve comprehensive immigration reform that ensures the integral development and dignity of all human beings. I encourage you to join in this effort of seeking justice for all people. Find the place where your talents can be used. Try an internship or a volunteer opportunity. It may just leave you moved by the face of your brothers and sisters to work for justice.